Chapter 5, Lesson 2, Adding and Subtracting Like Fractions. So a like fraction is a fraction that has a denominator that is the same. So if you look here on this side we have 19ths, here on this side we have 12ths. So they're relatively straightforward to actually add or subtract. So we're going to deal with that today, and then we're going to focus on other aspects of it tomorrow. So it says here, you use 3/16 of a tank of gasoline to travel to your aunt's house. You use 1/16 of a tank of gasoline to travel to the store. What fraction of the tank of gasoline did you use? So it's just going to be 3/16 plus 1/16. It's just going to be 4/16. And if you wanted to simplify, that would simplify to 1 over 4. Remember, you can divide the top and bottom by 4. So let's look at these other problems. So down here we've got 15 over 19, or 15 19ths minus 3 19ths. So all it's going to be is, it's just going to be 15 minus 3, which is just going to be 12 19ths. Because the denominators are the same, we can just subtract. Let me read this to you. To add or subtract fractions with the same denominator, write the sum or difference of the numerators over the denominator. So one way of thinking about this is it's just like that, and that's 15 minus 3 over 19. And so it's just going to be 12 over 19. Same thing with this. It looks a little bit more complicated, but it's the same idea here. What we've got here is one thing that is clear is you have to decide. I'm going to decide to take that negative sign and put it with the negative 11 on top, instead of making the denominator negative 12, because I think that's just more straightforward. So if the denominator is going to be 12ths for this problem here, then the numerator is just going to be negative 11, because that's where that negative sign goes, minus negative 7. So we can kind of think to ourselves, okay, well, that we know it's over 12ths. So what's negative 11 minus negative 7? That's going to be equal to negative 11 plus 7. That's going to be equal to negative 4. And so your answer is going to be negative 4 over 12. So it's, if you simplify, it's going to be negative 1/3, because 4 goes into the top and the bottom there. So that's how it works. Let's do a few more here. For this one here, you got the same denominator. It's just going to be 7 and 2 plus 3. It's going to be equal to 5/7. For this one here, it's just going to be 7 minus 2 over 15. It's going to be 5/15. For this one here, it's going to be over 15ths again. It's going to be 8 minus negative 2. So what's 8 minus negative 2? That's going to be 10 over 15. So it's going to be, if we simplify it, to 2/3. So that's how it goes. We'll do the other ones in class. To add or subtract mixed numbers, you can write the mixed numbers as improper fractions, then add or subtract, then change the sum or difference back into a mixed number if possible. So what it's saying with this is that you can go ahead and change these problems into actually improper fractions. I'll do it with this one right here. If we were to change 3 and 11/21 into a mixed number, from a mixed number into an improper fraction, 3 times 21 is going to be 63, and 63 plus 11 is going to be 74. So that's that number. That's this number right here as 21st. Now the second number here, same thing. 7 times 21. What I'm doing now is I'm changing this into 7 times 21. That's going to be 147. 147 plus 4. So that's going to be 151. 21s. So now I can change this whole problem here. It's going to be 74/21 plus 151/21. So that's just going to be, it's over 21st. So it's going to be 74 plus 151. And that's going to be, let's figure this out, 225, I believe that's correct, over 21. And 225 over 21, then we figure out how to write that as a mixed number. How many times does 21 go into 225? Goes in once there. Bring down the 5. And 0 times there. So it's going to be 10 and 15 21s. So that's going to be our answer as a mixed number. This would be our answer as an improper fraction. So that's one way of doing it. And I think that this is pretty straightforward in terms of how to do it. I'm going to go ahead and do one more problem here. So let's look at this one here. This is now 2 times 8, if I were to change this into an improper fraction, it would be 2 times 8, which is 16, plus 7. It's going to be 23 over 8. And don't forget the negative sign. This part here, 3 and 3/8, is going to be equal to 3 times 8, 24, plus 3 is going to be 27/8. So now we can rewrite our problem, negative 23/8 plus 27/8. That's just going to be equal to negative 23 plus 27. So that's going to be equal to 4 over 8, which is going to be equal to 1/2. And you're done. So these problems here, same idea. They have the same denominator, even though there is an unknown, there is a variable in there. We don't know what that variable is worth, but we just add them together. This problem here is just 3x plus x over 10. So that's going to be equal to 4x over 10, which you then could simplify into 2x over 5. For this problem here, it's just going to be over 30x again. It's just going to be 11 minus 17. So 30x, 11 minus 17 is going to be negative 6. Negative 6, or 6 goes in the top and bottom, so it's going to be negative 1 over 5x. So we're just dividing 6 into both the top and the bottom. Here, this one's just going to be 15x. 8 plus 2. It's going to be 10 over 15x. You can simplify that, divide 5 into both the top and bottom, you end up with 2 over 3x. So that's how this works. We will continue to go over this in class, and I hope you had a good break. Thanks.